Today on Sporting Top 10, we'll be starting a new series called Who's Better. Now, what Who's Better is going to consist of is me comparing two players side by side and giving you an in-depth look at their accolades, statistics, and success in terms of championship-wise. I'll be looking at everything that happened during their careers, and I will be giving you a verdict at the end of who I think is better. You can leave your comments down below on who you think is better out of these. And for the inaugural edition of Who's Better, we have Ray Allen or Reggie Miller. Now, these two players are very similar, very great shooters, some of the best shooters that our game has to offer, or had to offer, and they are arguably the best shooting guards throughout the 1990s, not named Michael Jordan. So let's hop right into this. First off, we'll start with the basics, the measurements. For Reggie Miller, his height was 6'7", and he weighed 195 pounds. And, of course, his position was a shooting guard. He was very rail thin, but his game really didn't need to be bulky. I mean, he was a good shooter. I mean, he could score in another variety of ways, but I would say that the measurements for Ray Allen made him a better slasher and scorer. As Ray Allen was 6'5", 205. He was a bit more put together than Reggie, as Reggie had a hip deformity, which kind of riddled his NBA career coming up. But his legs got stronger and the muscles on his legs got stronger, so you never really heard about it. But I dug deep for those stats. And also, Ray Allen played shooting guard as well. Now I'm diving into the player type. Now, I would say Reggie is more just a pure shooter, and he could create his own shot, which is good, but he's just a pure shooter. Where Ray Allen in his prime was more a slasher and scorer. He was a pure shooter, but that was mainly in his days with Boston and Miami in his later career. Many people forget that Ray Allen was a great slasher and great athlete when he played for the Bucks and the Sonics throughout the early days of his career. And that leads us right into the teams they played for. Reggie, very simple. He played for UCLA in college, and his sister, Cheryl Miller, who is a great basketball player in her own right, played at USC. And Reggie spent all of his pro career as an Indiana Pacer, where he made one NBA Finals where they were dethroned by Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, and those Los Angeles Lakers of the early 2000s who were dominant. Now, Ray Allen, he's more of a mixed bag. He played college ball at UConn for 3 years. Reggie played for 4. And he was actually drafted by the Minnesota Timberwolves. I wanted to include them in this, even though he never played a game for them, because imagine this. Ray Allen and Kevin Garnett on the same team in their primes. That spells out, I think, at least a couple championships. If not, they are super competitive and get into finals after finals. And they would never need to have to form a big three in Boston with Paul Pierce later on. They could have had somebody else come to them, and they could have maybe started a dynasty of their own. And throughout Ray Allen's playing career, he played for the Milwaukee Bucks, Seattle Supersonics, where he posted his best statistical numbers as a Sonic, and he played for the Boston Celtics, where he was most known for spot-up shooting and being a part of the Big Three with Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett. And later in his career, he was known for that clutch shot that saved LeBron, D-Wade, Chris Bosh, and those Miami Heat. And they won the finals that year. Ray Allen hit a big shot in Game 6, and they beat the Spurs in 7 games. So that was big for LeBron's legacy as well. So he has Ray Allen to thank for that. Now let's dive into the accolades. Reggie Miller was a 3-time All-NBA third team, 5-time All-Star, 5-time NBA free throw champ. As if you look at his stats, his free throw shooting was always in the lower 90s, some of the best free throw shooting you could ever have from a player. He is a Hall of Famer, once held the record for three-pointers made that was soon to be broken by the Ray Allen, and he won a gold medal in 1996 for the U.S. national team, 4 years after the Dream Team. Now, Ray Allen, he only made All-NBA second team once, 1-time All-NBA third team, 10-time All-Star. Like I said, he broke Reggie Miller's three-point record. He was a gold medalist in 2000 for the USA national team and a 3-time champ, 1 with the Celtics and 2 with the Heat. Now let's take a dive into their statistics. Reggie Miller, throughout his career, posted a 39.5% three-point field goal percentage. Now, that is very, very good. And now, I'm going to be diving into some of their prime years where they posted their best stats. And I'm also going to put, for Reggie, the 99-2000 season where they made it to the NBA Finals. Now, Reggie, as you can see, throughout his prime years, he averaged lower to upper 20s, threw in some rebounds, threw in some assists, very quality, all-around player. But let me highlight 99-2000. They finally had a good team around Reggie with players like Mark Jackson and Rick Smits, led by Larry Bird as the head coach. Really, they had a great supporting cast. They played well together, and so Reggie could have took a little bit of a back seat. But Reggie was still pretty much the driving force offensively for that team, so we can give him credit for that. Now let's dive into Ray Allen's statistics. Ray Allen shot a even 40% from three-point land in his career. And throughout 99 and 2000 and 2001, when he played for the Bucks, he posted 22 points per game, around 4 assists per game, and 4 to 5 rebounds per game. This is when he was starting to come to his own. He was entering his prime. And all his years on the Seattle Supersonics, he posted lower to mid-20s. And also, like, similar 5 rebounds. So you can see that Ray Allen was an all-around player, very natural scorer, very good. And his Boston years, he had to take a back seat to Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce, I think, was the leading scorer throughout the years of the Big Three in Boston. But Ray Allen fit his role. He scored around 19 points a game, did his job. Very quality player. So now I get to the verdict. I feel like Ray Allen slightly edges out Reggie Miller, and Ray Allen is a better player. The reason why I think this is that Allen was a major piece on 3 championship teams. First of all, he helped Boston win the 2008 NBA championship over the Lakers, big part of that team, along with Garnett and Pierce, and he was very clutch. His career might be known for, when it comes down to it, 50 years from now, that shot that helped Miami beat the San Antonio Spurs in 7 games that one year. And he's more well-rounded of a scorer, I would say, than Reggie Miller in his prime. Ray Allen was a little bit better at slashing to the basket according to the highlight films and stuff. What I said, I'm a bit too young to have watched them in real time. I did see Ray Allen at the back end of his career, but I'll let that be that. And Reggie set the standard for great three-point shooters, but Ray Allen surpassed him. Reggie was the trailblazer, but Ray Allen just superseded him in this. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Sporting Top 10. There's still more Who's Better to be made, so be on the lookout for that.